Hello. Welcome to my live reading. This is going to be a pick a pile on what makes you attractive. Tonight I decided to do a pick a pile instead of a collective reading. Hope you guys don't mind. If you're new here, welcome to the tribe. All are welcome. If you like how I read this, or if any of this really resonated with you, feel free to like this, comment, or email me directly, just so I can know that I'm doing my job properly here. Also, if you guys would like to support the channel or pass on that good dharma, there are links in the description to send a little tip. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can email me directly at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. Let me just go ahead and get the channel started really quick. I mean, not the channel, sorry, the comments started so I can start seeing who's coming in here. Hello. Welcome. Oh, great. So, we're going to have 3 piles to pick from. This is, again, what makes you attractive. These are going... I'm going to talk about what, I guess, makes you attractive literally. Like, maybe things that, I don't know, people find attractive about your personality, and maybe things about you that you might know as confirmations. And then, yeah, just those simple details. Alright, so we have 3 piles to pick from. These are all old Playboys. Well, okay, these are 2 like vintage Playboys, and then this is a big pinup book that I got at a used bookstore. I used to collect a lot of like vintage Playboys publications and like naughty magazines like that because I really like the drawings and the art, and I used to want to be a tattoo artist. So I don't know, I used to have aspiring dreams to be a tattoo artist because I used to be in art school, and I used to do like little illustrations and stuff, and so I actually have a lot of interesting books with like illustrations in them and like stuff like this that I used to use for reference in art school, in terms of like female anatomy and pinups, because I still to this day really like the burlesque and like the burlesque thing, the shows, and like the pinups, and I don't know, I really find that nice. So I have some old Playboys here for you to pick from. This is 3 piles. I used to put these in my bathroom just as like a little joke, or on the kitchen counter. People got a kick out of it. I mean, they're not really like, they're not super like glossy and porny as the newer publications these days. They're very old, you know, because I just found them really interesting. People would also gift old Playboys to me. If you guys have old Playboys, I don't know, let me know. I just like the pictures. So anyway, sorry. 3 piles to pick from. Pile 1 is going to be this old Playboy. I think this is from the year... Let's see. Sorry, guys. I think it was like 1957. So this is an issue from 1957. Here's the front, here's the back. There's not really much explicit stuff in it. You know, it's all black and white. This is back when they had black and white printing. So this is pile 1. Pile 2, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this, so I'm going to cover her body really quick. This issue, I believe, is from 1981, May 1981. On the back is a bottle of Crown Royale. There's a very interesting advertisement of Crown Royale. This is pile 2. I guess I'll call it Miss May. That's pile 2. Pile 3 is going to be this large pinup anthology. The Pinup, A Modest History by Mark Gabor. It's just, oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to show that, but it's just basically an archive of a lot of pinups throughout time, including men. That's really useful for my illustrations back then. Alright, so those are the 3 piles. I'm going to start with pile 1, which is the 1957 issue, I believe. The Yacht Party. So if you pick the Yacht Party pile, this is going to be what makes you attractive. you're watching. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so this is for those of you who picked July 1957. If you picked pile 1, off the bat, I feel like you have a very unique sense of humor. I feel like people are very attracted to maybe the way that you talk. I'm seeing you kind of in group settings or parties where you might be talking to people, and you might be the kind of person who will, who's not afraid to get into detail about things when people bring up things to you in conversation at parties. You have like very interesting facts to add to each conversation. You have a very sorry, let me fix my music. You have like very unique points of view that make people actually remember you long after you've said goodbye. These could even be people that you meet just once at a party, and you're so attractive, and your personality, your voice is what I think pulls people in. You could be the kind of person where could be in a barber shop and you could be talking to your barber about something, and you make it sound so interesting. You make it sound so appealing, and then when they look at you, they're gonna look at you, and then when they look at you, it's like your physical looks pull them in. So there's something about how like your voice, what you are talking about, like how your mind works, like when people just hear like little snippets of how you say things, like how clever you say them or how funny, I feel like even people who don't know you are attracted to you, even if they don't have like general access to talking to you. Like it could be kind of like and then see how like on the back here you could see how like this man is at the party, and then all of these women are interested. They're like, what is he looking at? What is he reading? What is he so interested in? What is he talking about? He must be such an interesting guy over there minding his business. So there's something about how you guys could be very private people. You could be like, you don't really overshare about yourselves. I feel like if you do enter spaces, it's very rare, like spaces with other people. So I feel like a lot of people wonder about you. You could have like a certain private, not really private, maybe like a popular loner kind of reputation, or something about how like, and notice how like she's just on this yacht by herself, like Shabbat. All piles are so attractive. Can't select that. We'll watch all piles. Thank you. I mean, I believe you're probably all of them. I believe it. Oh wow, guys, yeah. So you guys have like maybe it's about your laugh. I feel like you guys have a very unique voice. Your voice is very attractive. There's something about how your voice, how you talk from a distance, calls people in. Maybe some of you guys could be like a singer. Maybe some of you guys are singers, stage performers. Maybe you guys are even models. Some of you are models. Some of you make content online where a lot of people look at you. And I feel like that whatever you do in terms of that, maybe even if you don't put yourself out there online, there's something about how your voice calls people in, and then people in real life, they see like your voice and then your face connected, and it's like kind of like dynamite. It's like, I heard dynamite. It's like your intelligence with your looks is kind of like a deadly combination. And it's like you can make all sorts of people laugh. You also like get along with all kinds of people. You're not a very shallow person. I feel like because you're very focused on yourself, focused on your goals, and focused on being healthy, I heard you. That's the vibe you give off to people. I think that makes people really want to know you more. That makes people want to talk to you, come into your DMs even, like there's something about how you have fun all by yourself. Like you're private, maybe people really don't see you out. Like don't see you at the club, they don't see you at the bar, they don't really see you at the local parties. But you always look like you're having fun. Like you look so good, you look so attractive. They're always wondering like, what are you on? What are you doing? Like, what is your plans? Like people are always looking at you from a far away, um, almost a little bit intimidated to come talk to you and ask you what's going on with you. Like if you're single or if people want to hit on you, you could have a very intimidating vibe. But I don't think you do it on purpose. It's just because like you look so content, independent, and like uniquely just very bright, like on your own. I feel like you're the kind of person who has no problem at all spending time alone in social spaces. Like you could be somebody who's pretty comfortable going to a restaurant by yourself and having a meal by yourself, once in a while. And sometimes you're pretty fine. You just confident enough to sit by yourself in places or go to the store by yourself. There's something about how like you carry yourself by yourself, kind of as a force on its own. And it attracts people, but it also scares people because they don't know like if you even need them. They don't even know if you're somebody who would even want any input because you're so interesting, you look so different, or your voice is so different, or your experiences are so different that it just really calls people in, but to a certain point. It's like as if you can't be touched. You're not really a touchable person for some reason. There's something magical about you, maybe. Some of you guys could be psychic, or what do you call it? You could be like healers. Some of you guys could do something spiritual, and that could really give off a vibe to some people. You can attract a lot of feminine energy to you. Even if you date men, like you could attract like more men that are in touch with their emotions. If you date women, then you just attract women with this energy. You give off like a safety vibe to you. You're very, the men you do attract, it's like they're emotional with you because they feel safe with you. Because you're so funny and you're so intelligent, like emotionally intelligent, even off the bat. Off of, like I said, you could talk to someone at a party or interact with anyone in a party, and when people overhear you, they almost want to join in, and because they feel so safe, they want to know what you're talking about. Like you don't sound like a very closed off person, even if you're shy. Like you're energetically very attractive in that way. You have a very radiant energy, and so I feel like yeah, you attract, like in terms of dating, emotional people, or people who are more in touch with things past materialistic things or physical things, because um, I think you're just, your energy also commands like a higher standard of intelligence. I think people might just have that impression of you. You could come off as an intellectual, or someone kind of smart. You could be very sexy too. Like you could be very physically sexy. Like something about your body is very attractive. You know how to dress it. You know how to present the cleavage. If you know where God has blessed you. Like if you have nice boobs, you know how to dress it. If you have a nice butt, you know how to dress it. And so forth. Like you face shape, you know which hats to wear. Like you understand. Um, so that really helps people become attracted to you. Uh, but like you do scare away shallower people. Like you scare away people who are used to attracting others with like the flash in the pan fancy car or fancy stuff, because people can tell just by having one conversation with you, or just hearing you, overhearing you, that you're somebody who requires more intellectual stimulation. And I think that's impressive, that's attractive, that's sexy to a lot of people, but it is intimidating. So you might be like, you might enter spaces, and you might be like, why are these people staring at me? Why are these people watching me talk? Why is nobody coming up to me? And sometimes some of you guys could have before confused that for like being unattractive or being weird. It's quite the opposite. It's really because you're just such a phenomenon. I heard you're such a unique phenomenon, that a lot of people don't really come across often. Like you're a very rare kind of person. Like you're kind of like a movie character to people, or like a really like hot anime character or something. Like you're almost a fantasy for some people. Like some people don't even think you're real because of just like you have like a very divine look about you, and then they don't expect that because maybe if they hear your voice from far away, you just sound very comfy, very, your voice could be very warm, inviting, or like the things you talk about are very emotionally intelligent, or just very like non-judgmental, or very just something about very warm, comforting, inviting about you. And when they go to look at you, it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, do I stay? Is it awkward for me to keep staring at you? Like, and that's where people get scared and they just start, looking away or pretending you're not there. Some of these people have partners, and they can't. You could be like that, and maybe some of you guys don't even know. Like you could go into parties and you don't know why people are like giving you a look or something. It's because you could be like the most interesting thing there. If there is a museum of rare people, you would definitely be in that museum. Like it's you have a very big energy about you, but it's intellectual. So I think you also could look like you're intimidating. I don't know why this is about how you're attractive, but this pile is intimidating. Like pile one is really intimidating because they're not just a pretty face. Like, so you're really hot and you make people nervous, but like if people can't bullshit you, like people know like they can't come up to you and pretend that they know what you're into because you can like definitely see through them because like you're really smart. But at the same time, it's like intimidating. It's like also intimidating because you're funny about it. Like you're very funny. Like you know how to be like lighthearted. Like someone could be like pretending to know about cars, just to impress you, and you know a lot about cars, but maybe they underestimate you because like you're a feminine energy, right, or something, and you're like, well, actually, no, this is where the piston goes, and da da da, and that could turn people like, whoa, like the guy, if a guy tries to talk to you about cars and you know more than him or something, or anything like computers or anything in general, spirituality. Or if you're a guy, same thing. Like if a woman tries to come up to you and like kind of bullshit that like she knows about, like you maybe like you have a very warm personality and that makes it seem like you're easy at first, and then when people hear you talk or when you kind of peep certain things that people try to come towards you, people realize it's not easy to get you. You're not an easy catch. You're actually really smart. So you don't just look at anybody. You're also seen as a heartbreaker. Like, it's because I think some people could confuse you for being cunning or sneaky too, because you look so good. Like, you look so sexy, and then in the face, and whatever else. And, like, when you talk to people, you're very charming, and so people can't trust you. Like, they think, some people might even think you're the devil, like, in disguise, because you're, like, too perfect, too like you make certain people feel things. Some of you guys make people in relationships feel certain things they shouldn't be, and some people might fight over you. That's aside from the point. Like you're that attractive. Like you're very threatening without trying. And a lot of it is like, and then people can't test you because they know you're extremely like smart. Something about your your intellect. The jokes you make are very unique, very different. Oh, hey Day. Um, if you picked pile one, like you could also be very classy. You guys could be into more, maybe maybe you guys just look very luxurious. You don't have to have like a lot of luxury items, but something about you seems very luxurious. You could just have like a very like luxurious look about you. Like your style is luxurious. Without even trying. Like, you could just be very naturally beautiful, but also smart. That's the thing. Like, so you're kind of scary. You're kind of scary to people who are very used to winning people over very easily. If you know what I mean with the basic things. You're not a basic bitch. Basically, if you picked pile one, you're attractive because you're the opposite of a basic bitch. Beauty and brain, exactly. Like you have the beauty and then you have the brains, and it's like, what do you have to offer? Like I feel like your whole existence, just you being a person, being there, it makes people who want to date you look at themselves like immediately and be like, oh my god, what do I have to offer? Because you look like somebody who is very independent and very like you have it all together, like you already have everything you want, like you have it all, like you have this whole yacht to yourself, like you have great style, you have the great boobs, you know, you're like laughing, you're happy, you know, you make friends everywhere you go, you're a charmer, you don't even have to be in a commitment. Like if you don't want to be, like you could just go around and be friends with people, not like I'm saying you could that you're like that, but I mean like you're somebody who's just very like you're a chill person. You're really chill and you get along with all sorts of people, and you're not a snob. It doesn't mean that you're a snob or that you're like too smart for people. You're the thing is about you that's really scary and really charming about you is that your intellect is accessible. Like you're very accessible. You know how some people they try to use the big words and try to like try so hard to be smart and shit and like whatever, like say a bunch of like political terms and blah 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 at parties, and they don't know what they're talking about. Like, you actually aren't afraid to know what you're talking about. That's why you carry that confidence, because you know yourself. Like, you're not copying anyone else's terminology. You're not trying to be something you're not. You're not trying to upsell yourself. You're not afraid to. You're just somebody who is naturally just like you possibly have your own vernacular. Like, you could possibly have like an accent from your region, or like you use certain slang or words, but you still convey um, ideas in such a unique way, in such a digestible way that is accessible, that it makes you really, really, really attractive. Some of you are really popular, like some of you guys have a lot of friends because of this. Like, you relate to a lot of people in a way that is not belittling and not a southern accent. That's cute. I like southern accents. I think southern accents are adorable. Um, but like, the way you word things is very homey, very like you could talk, I think you could talk about very difficult things and very like strict or not so fun things in a way that is like really entertaining almost, and easy to digest, so you don't so people don't feel shut out by your personality. That's what is also like, so you bring people in with your voice, you bring people in with either your singing voice, like you literally have a good singing voice, or you guys talk about things in such a way where people are drawn in, and then when they see how beautiful you are, they're just like can't help but stay. And sometimes that makes some people uncomfortable because it's like, ooh, like you're so attractive that it's making me act some certain way. And then also they like it's kind of intimidating because you are smart. You don't let shit past you. You know, no one can really get one over on you. And you know exactly what you're talking about. And no one can bullshit to you like about whatever you're talking about. So that's intimidating. But I think that because you're so inviting, and because the way you don't, I don't think you really like make people feel bad if they don't know what you're talking about. I think that's such a big thing about you that makes you accessible, and why people like you is that you don't make people feel bad for not understanding you. Like, I think because you're used to people not understanding you, or you're used to not understanding other people, so you're very patient. And that's why the way that you present information to people, or like you talk to people in general about things, it makes things really accessible, and you really don't mind. And it's not out of like insulting others' intelligence. It just is because you're so emotionally intelligent, and because you're so compassionate, that it's kind of like, and also you don't really care. You're just so like, I don't know. I think you just like you just talk from your heart, and you don't you don't code switch very often. Maybe that's what it is. Like, you don't really find a need to code switch yourself. Like, your language just kind of goes across the board really well, and people are really able to digest it. So, and you're such an attractive person too. Like, you're really beautiful. Some of you guys have like really long eyelashes, like beautiful eyelashes, or like a nice chest area, or like a nice back, or nice legs, or nice arms. And like, maybe, yeah, maybe you guys like have like a certain diet or something. um People are very attracted to you though. Like, I don't know, like I think you guys might find yourself having a lot of friends, and you don't realize that some of those friends like you. And some of you guys could be the kind of person where you're just like, oh, why does no one like me, or like, why is no one talking to me at this party? And it's really because like your beauty is extremely intimidating. So that's like pile one. Like, and you're so high class. Like, look at these people here. Like, these people look like high society. You know, look at this lady's black Chanel dress. Like, maybe some of you guys actually wear like form-fitting dresses. Like, maybe you guys are really good at looking serious, if you know what I mean. But like really hot at the same time. Like maybe you guys, like if you guys work in an office, like no matter what you wear, you look really sexy. You know how to make it like classy, or like maybe if you guys have to go to like I heard a ballroom or like a wedding or like the office or something like that, or some sort of high society party or gala like this. You guys really show out like in such a way. I feel like you always look like high society. Something about you is really classy. Like you know how to make yourself look very high class without even trying. And you don't even have to have that much money. I think it's just the way your taste is very like luxurious, but also at the same time, it's really cool. You're really interesting because you are very high class, and maybe like people off the bat, if they didn't hear your voice talk first and they just looked at you without the voice, because remember earlier in this reading I said, you know, something about your voice pulling people in, but if you kind of subvert it and people see you before the voice, a lot of them are intimidated already. Like you look like somebody who's very bougie. Some people might mistake you for somebody who's very like, you know, kind of like up there, kind of like, you know, what do you call it? Just kind of like like elite, like a little bit of elite, like up there. Like why would this person even talk to me? Hey Echo, you kind of give off that vibe of like why would this person even like spend time to say hi to me, you know? But when they, it's weird. It's like that. So a lot you might find that if you don't talk a lot of people just don't talk back to you. But if you talk first, people start gravitating towards you. People will start if you make a joke to someone, that person will laugh like really loudly, and then people will start gravitating towards you, turning their heads towards you and watching you. Hey guys. Hey Kristen. Um, and that's when you really pull people in and people fall in love with you. Um, but I see you really attracting a lot more friends. What makes pile one attractive? You guys are very independent people. Um, I think you're very chill. I think that a lot of people like being friends with you because you're really like not about the drama. You're very protective of your energy though, but you're also protective of others, and I think that's very admirable. A lot of people stalk you. A lot of people watch you. A lot of people are horny for you, to be real. Some of you guys could like work out or have a really nice body. So, like I said, you know, people don't, if they don't hear your voice or hear how you talk first and they just see you like maybe based off of your social media or like your pictures, they might like be really sexually attracted to you, but too intimidated to talk to you because they might think that you're, like I said, like high class or like snooty or something, or like would rather talk about certain things. Like it reminds me of when I would like date people, and like back then, and I would put like my picture in the dating profiles like of my my Muay Thai fighting photos, and every time I would go on dates with people who had nothing in common with me, something I remember they would say to me is like, oh, I like to eat salad, I like to have this diet, and I would notice that, and I'd be like thinking in my head like, I fucking eat like fast food all the time. Like I really eat trash. Like I can't. I really don't care. Like I just work out a lot. Like you know, and I. It reminds me of that. It kind of like it gives me the vibe of like when people see you, like the pictures of like based off of just the pictures of you, they really have such a different image of you. Like they really think that you're like like you deserve to be, because you're so hot, to be a celebrity level snob and like be completely not down to earth or something. Not that you give off vibes like that, and not at all that you're not at all down to earth, because I'm saying that because you are extremely down to earth, and when people find that out, it's like they cannot separate their energy from you. You're so rare. But like there, you know, it's kind of like it reminds me of that. It's like when you first meet people, or when people really like don't know you and they just go off the pictures, they might have like a weird impression of you that is really like maybe uptight, or like because you're so perfect, it's like how can someone as perfect as you, or seemingly like gorgeous and perfect, like need to be calm, need to be chill, need to like relax sometimes. Like, how can you do that if you're this perfect? Like, you have to probably work out all the time, right? Or probably have a regimen. Like, no, you just naturally have a divine like beauty to you. And I think people just, I think that's why people have that approach to you at first. They think like you're like a total snob, or like that you diet like really vigorously, or that you judge other, you would probably, might judge them. And it's like, no, you're not judgmental at all. You probably came from like a very humble place, or like you probably just, like, it's just good karma that makes you look like a high class bitch. Like you look like you came in a limo. You look like a limo drove you here. And that's really intimidating, guys. Pile one. Oh, I'm also a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, year of the rat, so that's why I'm so chatty. Sometimes, only to you guys. I don't chat with anybody else. Um. Oh, sorry guys. I was supposed to have my sound on. But sorry, that was not what I wanted to play on the radio. You are like a lot of people's dream girl or dream guy. Ah, stars on the palm. Some of you guys could be destined for stardom. You guys make other people that are like more famous than you actually insecure. That's only for whoever this applies to. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, then that's for you. You make other people with more friends than you really insecure. Because like, it's like I said, you're like a party all on your own. You're like a riot of your own, and everybody wants to be part of that riot. But it's like it's like from the outside they can't get in because you're just too perfect. But like, when they get to know you, you're like this. You're like, woo! I'm actually a crazy girl. Like, let's go. I like to let loose, and then people are just fall in love with you. Some people might actually accidentally fall in love with you. Like, you might have friends that some of you guys have a lot of friends that accidentally like get crushes on you, or like they end up falling for you, or they like kind of think that you're like their soulmate or something. A lot of people, because you are very you just get along with so many people. Like, you really care about a lot of people. Like, when you hang out with your friends, you like really make sure that they're taken care of, and that like, you know you're having fun. I think you're just a really considerate and sweet person, on top of being smart, on top of being so attractive, like, physically. um and like, I think that makes people start to really fall for you sometimes, and it like gets awkward. Like, some of you guys might find yourself in awkward situations where like multiple people might want you or something, and then it's like, oh, like I said, you guys are like heartbreakers. Like, you guys are so logical, and you already are so intelligent. You kind of already know what's going on, and sometimes you break a lot of hearts by kind of like seeing through it with laser focus and being like, by that I mean, it's like, when it comes to dating, you go for people you know that you want. You don't go for who's available. So if someone just wants you, you don't want them back because they want you. You want them because there's somebody that you actually like have a possibility of like having something with. You know what I mean? For some of you guys, if that applies, like, um, so that this often leads to like heartbreaking other people. I feel like this leads to people being, rejected, by you, because you see through the situations, and you're just like, no, I think that you're just like, my friend, and that's what this is, like. And often people, like, you make people cry. It's sad. I always feel bad. I've made some people cry before. It's not cool, like, because like, it feels bad, because like, like, they're your friend, and like, you care about them as your friend, but then it's like painful for them to be around you if they like you like that. So it's like, you know I've had situations like that. But like, it sucks being like the one who like knows what's going on in the situation too, right? Like, you guys probably have had a lot of situations like that, where you become really good friends with people, and people confuse that that strong support system you provide, and that divine healing energy that you provide for divine love. And so people, a lot of people think they're your soulmate, but really it's because you're just such a higher caliber, higher standard of a person, and you, I don't know, a lot of people aren't used to that energy, and you, some of you guys don't or didn't really know at first the effects of your divine healing energy and how attractive it is and what type of effects it has on people. But I think a lot of you guys, as you have grown up or like gotten older, you probably have already know how to like hone those, or I don't know what you call it, drive yourself so that you don't end up in those situations anymore with people. Like, you probably nowadays are like pretty used to being like, okay, well, it's just so you know, I'm looking for friendship or blah blah blah. Not like as a jerk, because I know some people are like, you're not like one of those girls who are like, I have a boyfriend. You know those I have a boyfriend girls, where, not like that. You're not like that, but you're just kind of like, you're very compassionate. Like, you know what it's like to deal with that situation yourself. Like, some of you guys like could have been really like rejected before, or know what it's like to you know, not really be seen as the looker of the group. Like, you guys really worked hard to get here. You guys are hard workers. You guys are very smart. You guys could have been like the nerd, you know, in school, and then you guys are now like the hot baddie. And a lot of people don't know what to do with you, because it's like you're like, people can't even say that you're a snob, and they technically can't really say that you're like judgmental or this and that, because you used to be in that place where people judged you. And if people remember this about you, a lot of them are really careful not to say that about you. A lot of them kind of just, a lot of people nowadays accept that you deserve this place in your life where you are this attractive and hot, and you guys are stunning. Like, I feel like when people walk by you, they stop and then they have to look at you again, but then it's like awkward, you know what I mean? And see, with this Three of Cups, it's like your friends, you know, like you could have been friends with people who really liked you and you didn't know, or like, you know, you could have ended friendships over that. Like, it's because of your looks. Like, your looks blur the lines, and then your intelligence tricks people into the emotional part, which is crazy. You guys are also very playful. Like, you guys could be very you guys are attractive because you guys come off as like really fun. You're not like a boring person. A lot of people want to have adventures with you, travel with you, and not just dating partners, but I mean in general, like friends. With this Ten of Swords here, another thing that makes you attractive, and then this Nine of Wands, is that you guys are not afraid to like leave things behind that don't serve you. Your cutoff game is really strong. And then Six of Swords. It's crazy that these three are like in a row here with the Six of Swords. Like, you guys aren't afraid to do what's best for you. So people are like, you're very trigger happy. If you know what I mean, like, people are afraid to like lose their one chance with you, because there's something about how like you only give people one bullet, you only give people one shot with you. Like, um you don't give people a lot of chances or a lot of time to really fuck with you or mess with you or mess with your heart even. You're very quick to just walk away, end everything, and act like they don't exist. You could be known as somebody with exes that are still obsessed with you. You know, like, you could be so good at cutting people off. You could be you could have a reputation where your exes are the ones that are like wondering where the hell you went. You know, like, you're the one that got away, basically. A lot of the times, because you respect yourself enough to walk away from things that are not like good for you, you know, that are draining for you, because you've been through enough abuse in your life, or enough trauma, or enough, you know, things. Because like I said before, in your past, you weren't always this attractive, powerful, you know, I heard powerhouse of a person. You worked your way up on your own, learning through karma and learning how to, you know, to earn that. And you're very protective of your energy. Like, you don't just give it away to anybody. You don't appear in just anyone's photos even. Like, you're not, it's very rare someone has a photograph with you. I think that some of you guys don't understand how valuable a photograph with you is. I don't know who needs to hear that, but like, a lot of people want a picture with you, or want some sort of bragging rights of you being in their photo, even if you don't have that many followers. Even it's something about how like you are locally very popular, and a lot of people want a picture with you, or they will be soon. Or you guys are just really attractive, and locally people know you as that attractive person, like in the neighborhood, and they want a picture with you. There's something about that. Um, because you guys look really good. Like you guys could just be really photogenic and. Sorry, guys. Let me. I had to silence my phone. There's something about how you guys just like even if people take a picture of you, it's like you look like a celebrity, or you look like a really sexy, like, I don't know, actor or somebody. And whenever people take the picture of you and then they put it on their social media, people might ask about you, like to your friends. They might ask your friends, like, "Hey, who is that in your picture?" And it makes them seem attractive, or it makes them seem more like popular because you're in their picture or something. Like you, something about how your essence literally attracts people, like physically attracts people to other people without you even knowing it. So you guys should probably be more conservative about that. Something about saying like you guys should be conservative about whose pictures you're in. Like don't take selfies with everybody because they might like, you know, keep that photo and be like, actually, I'm best friends with this girl. Here's a photo of us, and it's like, no, like. But some people could do that. Some people could really brag about knowing you. Hold on. Like a lot of, because you guys are very like I said, like very mysterious or private, and so a lot of people really want, when people know you, or when people like, even if someone serves you coffee at the coffee shop, the local coffee shop, or like if someone has seen you outside or you just waved hi at them once, they brag about it. You're somebody that people will brag about. They'll be like, that hot girl from First Street waved at me yesterday. Um, or like, you know, all the guys, you know, you could be somebody that all the guys talk about, or all the girls talk about. Like you could be somebody that people like. You could be really attractive. Like a lot of girls gossip about you if you're a guy, you're masculine, and a lot of guys could gossip about you if you're feminine. Um, like locally, if you're like around. And like, yeah, and a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys look like you're rich, or you have money, you have some sort of class to you, natural class. And a lot of people, that makes you really attractive to people. Like something about your guys' job makes you guys attractive. Some of you guys, if you're on social media, this hourglass and this ship tells me that you're attractive because your job is about to blow up, or you look like you're about to blow up, or about to be really famous or rich. I don't know who needs to hear that. Something about how like people are attracted to you right now because they're kind of like thinking that you're going to be really rich one day or really famous one day. Like you guys are a singer or something, like a really, some of you guys could be like a really attractive singer, or like a model or something, or like a amateur model, or like a amateur actor or something. But you're really, really beautiful, like really stunning, and you have a beautiful voice. And a lot of people can sense that you're gonna go places, especially if you're putting yourself out there now. And so a lot of people are attracted to you right now because they're trying to get in before you really get famous. Like people see you as like a undiscovered talent or star right now, and there's some people right now that are like really attracted to you because it's kind of like, how are you not famous already? You look like that basically. Like you have a very also something attractive about you is that this also could mean that you guys travel a lot, or you don't spend a lot of time in the same place, or something about that. Like you guys could move around a lot, and that could be attractive about you. Maybe you guys just have a lot of friends in a lot of places. This could also mean that you guys, a lot of people are attracted to you from like around the world, or around like different states and stuff. Let me check my comments. What makes pile one attractive? You guys are really honest. That's the truth. See, you're like really down to earth, but you are not afraid to tell the truth to people like it is. Oof. There we go. Sit back. As you can see, I put 3 piles today because that last pile reading was like 4 hours long, and I'm just trying to cram everything in today. But oh yeah, see, travel. Something about how you guys travel a lot, or maybe you guys are really cultured. You guys are attractive because you know a lot about other cultures, other languages. You're very well traveled, or you're somebody who would like to travel a lot. You travel a lot with your mind. Maybe you like study a lot of different things. Um, you have like a very like also beautiful imagination. You're very creative. You guys could be artists. Um, and that makes you really unique. It makes your look very unique. Some of you guys could be seen as leaders. Also, you guys could have a management position or some sort of leadership role, or you guys aren't, but like you give off the vibe of someone who's like a really good leader. You could be somebody who says what everybody wants to say in the room that, you know, like everybody's too scared to say in the room. I mean, like, a lot of people are grateful to have you around because you speak your mind, you speak the truth, and that makes you really attractive. You guys could just be really. You guys could just have a really nice job if that job talk earlier doesn't apply to you. Like, you guys could just have a really nice job, or something about your job makes you really attractive or stable. But it's weird how like I asked what makes you attractive, and then it said develop social skills in reverse. So like you guys are like you guys are very like guarded of yourself. You're very guarded of your energy, and that just makes people want to know you more, and that makes people obsess over you, to be honest. Like you're very cutthroat. Like you're very like you're a head bitch in charge. You're very classy. You look like $1 million basically. Like you look like a designer bitch, but at the same time, like you're very down to earth. You're very warm when people are, you know, not judgmental of you and actually get to know you and get past the top layer. Um, but also you don't let shit past you. Like you're very honest and straight up, and a lot of people, but yet people respect you, and people like still like you. So that's kind of rare because a lot of people these days, you know, they like to like play neutral, or they don't really speak their mind. They try to be friendly with everyone to get people to like them, but you don't really care about stuff like that. Only fan. See, like some of you guys have a porn star body. Some of you guys literally look like a porn star. Or like you guys, I don't know. I feel like people really want to sleep with you or something. You guys give off a very sexual energy with your looks. And then like you guys could be also really like I said, very cunning, very smart with your words. Maybe you're very good at like flirting with people. And then Balenciaga, like, see, like I said, you guys give off a very designer feel. You guys are like the high class, high price bitch. You know, you only date expensive guys, or people like people think you only date people with money. Like you look like you only date someone with money. But really, it's just because you're it's just because you. I think you just have learned over all the trials and over all the years, um, and saved up your money really well, and that's why you look basically perfect. You took the time. You kind of are a product of the practice and the self love, the health, the energy that you put into your health. That's what makes you really attractive, and that's what, I don't know, I think that's what makes you look really bougie, I guess. Like you guys just take the natural, you also do the best with what you have. Like you could literally have $5, you could literally have just like 5 clothes, you know, 5 pants in your closet, and you still like look really like expensive. So that is pile 1. I'm going to go on to pile 2 now, which is Oh gosh, this is ripping, guys. See, these are really heavy. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this or they're gonna block this. This is pile 2. This is Miss May 1981. This is for people who picked pile 2, Miss May 1981. So this is like an 80s issue. Here is the the what are these called again? The spread. Is that what is this called? The spread. What do they call those again? I forgot. I have a brain fart right now. But the yeah. So this is like the centerfold. Thank you, Echo. Centerfold. So that's the centerfold. This is like the blondes issue. This magazine was bought for me by like a ex-friend of mine, actually, so it's a little awkward. That friend was blonde, and then they gave me this magazine with a bunch of blondes in it. It was really weird. But anyway, this is like an issue from the 80s. You know, all I could say is that everybody in here has like Bush, because it's like an 80s issue. Also, the back has a bottle of Crown Royale on it. So, off the bat, I feel like you guys could be really spiritual. I'm sorry, don't ask me how I got that from this issue. This pile, if you pick pile 2, you could be really spiritual. You could be somebody who takes care of your body. You could be an air sign, I heard. You could be somebody who's not afraid to wear, like, the J. Gilspin. Shop it. I know, I'm sorry, I'm like, you know, you could be somebody who's spiritual. You could be very in touch with animals. I heard, like, you guys really like animals. You guys could be very inviting. I think everywhere you go, people just automatically open up to you, say hi to you. Jess, I do not resonate with Bush. LMAO, I despise body hair. Okay, okay, Jess. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's your personality that has like a bush. You know what I mean? Your personality has the bush. You know, like, you don't care, you're all natural. You let it all hang out with your personality. When it comes to that, you're very balls out about, like I feel like you're not afraid to let loose. You're the kind of person who's like, you're spiritual, and then you let loose, you know, like I think there's something about your energy that puts people at ease. It puts people, makes people relax. The first pile 1, was more of like somebody who is more, what do you call it? More like bougie looking and very clean cut and very like, they look inaccessible from far away, so people are intimidated by them, right? But pile 2, you are like, there's something about how like you just attract everybody. You're not scary at all. Like, randomly people will just come up to you and be like, oh my god, I love your hair. Oh my gosh, I love your tattoos. You just randomly go places, and you're not afraid to wear weird patterns. You guys, some of you guys could be like a Libra or have Libra placements or Sagittarius. You guys are not afraid to wear like animal print for some of you guys. Some of you guys, not all of you, or some of you guys just aren't afraid to wear things that are a little bit like, will give you attention. Like, you're not afraid to wear like, you know, prints or certain items that are like, you know, not kind of like statement. You could wear like statement pieces once in a while when you feel like it, and a lot of like, it gets a lot of attention from people, and you're very like, you like the attention. You just get attention naturally. But I think like, you're very adventurous with your style, and I think people are like, wow, I like what you're wearing, or hey, I like how I like your aura, and you just attract people to you immediately. And I think people are really attracted to you like immediately. Like, it's not, they're not scared to approach you. Like, you have the perfect balance of like friendly and then like quiet, shy, but like you're still bubbly when you need to be, especially when you're around your friends. If you're around your friends, you're very like, ha, like, you know, you're crazy, you're not afraid to like really show yourself out, and you're really fun, like you're really funny. You're, yeah, you're like confident. You have a good, perfect level of confidence about you. Like you're not too, you don't toot your horn so much, but like you're confident enough to really just do what you like. Like you're very cool. You're a very chill person. I think you're a very cool person. Like by cool I mean like you like you're not afraid to dress very differently, you know, hang out with different people. You're not judgmental, like you like different things, but you're the way you act, like the way you talk is very chill and very like maybe not quiet, but like just like very like baseline cool, you know, like you're really cool with people, and you're very like go with the flow. um some of you guys could like to go to the nude beach. I heard not everyone. Some of you guys could have been to a nude beach before, or like some of you guys like to go to nature a lot, hiking a lot. Um, like you guys are very like you guys could have like quite a few acquaintances, but not a lot of like close friends. Um, you could be very intelligent. If you're in school, you probably do really well in school, but you like party. You still party a lot, and people still like you a lot because you like show up for social things, but you still make the time for your work or for your school. So you're still really successful, like at your job or your school, and that makes you attractive. Um, with this like crown, okay, so if you see how this advertisement for Crown Royal and the back is like all puzzled together perfectly. You guys like know how to put situations together to get people together, or like there's something about togetherness about you. And I see this as basically like a maybe a two of cups or three of cups, even like a three of cups right here. Like you you kind of like know how to like get your friends together. You know how to get a party together. You're very sweet. I think a lot of people find you to be really sweet. A lot of people trust you. I think some people might think they can take advantage of you though, because of like how sweet you are, how sweet you come across as, because you're really like bubbly. I think you could be a bubbly person, or you could like say hi to lots of different people. Like I said, a lot of different types of people want to say hi to you. Um, sorry. Let's see. You have, but you know that you know what you look attractive in, or you know when you are attractive, and I think that's what like you know how to play on that, and I think that makes you even more attractive because you know how to like manipulate that, I guess, in some way. Let's see. Some of you guys could be kind of seen as or not seen, but I think that you guys are okay. So yeah, like I said, people tend to think they can take advantage of you. Um, like you're really over. I think like you attract a lot of people because you're really over compassionate. Some of you guys can have water placements or be water signs too. You're very like. Some of you guys tend to get lost in like being really nice to people, and that's why people are attracted to you. Like, not to say like you're a pushover or something, but that's you're so inviting, but I think sometimes it goes to a certain point, you know, and that's why you have so many friends, and that's why like it's kind of like when people you're kind of like the person who has like the party at the house, and you're like, I only invited 10 people, and then it's like the whole house is full of like 30 to 50 people, and it's like, what what happened? And you're like that person. You're kind of like you don't mean to like let all these people come in and like push these boundaries with you, or you don't mean to let you know all these friends show up here, but they just always kind of do because like you your energy is just really that attractive that a lot of people like being around you, and sometimes they might push their boundaries to be around you. That's like how obsessed some people could be with you, um, with how hot you are. Like a lot of people definitely do want to sleep with you. Something about your body. A lot of them really like your body. Like a lot of people really like your body. You guys are very fast paced. You guys could be active. Some of you guys could play sports. Some of you guys could run, ride a bike, or do something like dancing or something. You guys are like something really fast moving about you. You could also be a fire sign, or have fire placements. You guys move really fast. Yeah, you guys are really. Why does this keep saying you guys are impulsive? Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. I think that's what's really attractive about you guys, is that you guys are really freaking crazy. You guys are like not party animals, but you guys are the life of the party. You guys are like really like random. I think what's really attractive about you is that you're always down. I think you're always down to do something. Like if people want to go to the movies randomly, you're like, okay, down. Like you're really like down for like the adventure. And I think that's what makes you really attractive. Like you're not boring. You're very flexible. You kind of go with the flow. Um, but sometimes I think you might have issues saying no, or you might get invited to like way too many things at once, and that could be something that you deal with a lot. But it's because you're just so pretty and everybody wants your face there. Like, and you're so fun to be around. You're so friendly, and you make so many people laugh. You know, like I think your presence makes people laugh. Just like you're just really funny. You're really out there. You just brighten the mood. You're kind of like a living crystal. I heard you're kind of like a walking crystal. You really clear the energy just by coming in. You really lighten the mood with your personality. Some of you guys could be attractive because of your family for some reason. Like maybe you guys have a famous family, or a family that's like got a big name for some reason. Or if not, you guys could just be like a really good mom or a really good dad, or you give off vibes of being very like familial or very like nurturing to people. And a lot of like some of you could like unofficially adopt people in a way, like as your friends. Even like you just kind of give a very nurturing vibe, and I think that's why people are attracted to you. You make people feel really safe and taken care of. um you're also really fair. Like you, this is giving me Libra vibes, honestly, this pile. Like you're very like you're very good at compartmentalizing your tears, like your emotions too. I think you don't let everyone really see your emotional breakdowns, if that makes sense. But you don't give off the vibe that you're like a robot. Like you do show people that you have emotions. So you're very like balanced and very like human to people. People like you in a human way. Compared to the other pile, the first one, it was more like kind of like a celebrity or like a distance, because you're like they're so perfect looking kind of. You're more this pile 2, you're more like uh you're more approachable off the bat, and you're not really judgmental. Like you act pretty neutral with everybody. You like things being fair. So you like, yeah, like you make you judge people based on the facts. So you're not very judgmental off the bat when it comes to people, and that's why people feel comfortable, safe with you. They feel taken in by you. Even like you don't really judge or discriminate, or really like you're very inviting. You're very bubbly. You're very fun, and a lot of people are attracted to that. On top of how like fit your body is, or how your body is, you you could you could be like, you could get a lot of compliments on your style, like on your outfits too. Like I said, you have like a very unique style. Very pops out statements. Yeah, like You are, you are very careful with your emotions. You hide, how you're feeling and stuff, but like it's because you're cautious. Like it's because you just care about how everyone is gonna feel, and I think that's really sweet. Like you're a very sweet person. You really care about how everyone's gonna end up, and that makes you really attractive. That makes people really find you to be like an admirable person. I just hear admirable. Um, you're like very down to earth. You're definitely like uh I feel like if you were famous or something, like if you are famous, you would be like the celebrity that would like still go grocery shopping, like um do their own grocery shopping, I mean. Like you're very down to earth. Like you really just I'll do it myself type of vibes. Um and you're gonna do it yourself in that cheetah print suit. You know what I mean? Like in that statement, it's funny. Like I see someone like in a statement outfit, like a tiger print dress, going to Whole Foods like by themselves, and they like look crazy. Not crazy, but like look like wow, like you look cool, but like why are you at Whole Foods by yourself? Like you're kind of like that, and then people walk up to you and they're like, oh, I like your dress, and you're like, oh, thank you, I got it at da 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 da, and then you make a new friend, and then they like give you their number, and then it's like you're very attractive in that way. Um, I think you attract all kinds of people. I don't think you have a particular type of person that is gravitates towards you. But I think you do attract a lot of like popular people or people that like are seen as cool, or like you could be somebody who gravitates towards cool people, and they just kind of like you just are connected to them because you're so friendly, sweet, nice, and you guys are all just kind of like a thing. Like your friend group could be really cool or like seen as like exclusive or attractive. Again, with the left hand, you guys could be spiritual, and that could be part of why you're attracted for some reason. You guys could be really spiritual. You guys could do like yoga. You guys can meditate. You guys very connected to nature. You're also very like you're a busybody. Your attention is requested everywhere. You're always busy. Like everybody wants to make plans with you. Everybody wants to ask you out, whoever this pile 2 is. Everybody wants to ask you on a date. Everyone wants to hang out. It's like so much going on with you in your phone. If you're like, no, it's dry. I'm talking about like so much like energy towards you. Honestly, like a lot of people want to get into your energy. Um, you're you definitely like again. You do things your own way. A lot of people want to get into your energy or like want to get to know you and like find you so interesting and attractive because like you you're very stuck to your own way of doing things. Like you don't really care. You kind of see everything like I said, like you don't mind living in your own world. Like you just really don't mind minding your own business, and I think that's like, but like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's because you're stuck in your own ways. Like if someone says you can't do that, you can't, wear that here, you're going to just go somewhere else that will allow it and just keep being you. If that makes sense, like you are unapologetically you. Like you just, if you want to do something, you go do it, and you don't really care what anyone says. Sometimes, if it's within the rules, within the practical means, I think that's like maybe you could be like a little rebellious, or like I said, like if someone wants to do something like kind of fun, like maybe if you go out with your friends or something and they want to like randomly go to some random bar or like want to go dancing, like you're the kind of person who's like, okay, yeah, like you don't care, like you'll go do it. Like if you want to do it, you'll go do it, type of thing. So maybe like a lot of people might like see you around or might see you as that type of person. Oh yeah, you're just such a caring person. You could be a water sign. Like you're just such a caring person. You're not afraid to openly show that you care about people. You could even give your friends gifts, like compassion. You're very compassionate, and so that makes you really attractive. You attract a lot of energy to you. Um, your style is just really cool. Like, I feel like if someone were to like date you, like if someone wanted to date you, they would feel like they would have to dress up a little bit too. You can't just go out or be seen with anybody. I feel like you're the kind of person where people need to, like, people want to see you with someone who's like really dressed up too, because you have a certain look or very distinct look about you where it's like, if you end up, if you go out with someone, or if you stand next to someone who's a little bit like on a different aesthetic from you, you kind of tend to accidentally outshine that person. So sometimes people, I don't know if you're aware of this, but sometimes people outside the situation, a lot of them see you as someone who needs to be with somebody who's also kind of like kooky or unique, because you tend to outshine them a little bit. You're just very interesting and very friendly and sweet, and you can't be with someone who's insecure, but you attract everybody. You don't just attract like confident people, you also attract people who aren't super confident, because you still have a level of love for everybody, and you're so inviting, you're so friendly that like, this is what like attracts them to you. You know what I mean? And so yeah, like you are somebody who needs to, I don't know, you're somebody who attracts like everybody, basically. You're like, the whole world can agree that you're a likable person, I guess. I don't know why I said that. I mean, that's probably not true. Not everybody in the world like possibly can love like one person like that, but like, it's kind of like people feel like that. People feel like nobody can really hate you. Like, you're just always like the life of the party, you're always at the party, or like you're just somebody everybody wants at their party. Like, you are very chill, very cool, very compassionate, and very sexy, very hot, very confident in your own style, and very confident in being different, and that's what makes you really attractive. Um, when you walk into a room, yes, people do look at you, and then it's really your friendliness, your smile, your hi. It's like that little wave you do, or the little hello you do. That's what really pulls them in. That's what makes people really fall in love with you and really want to get to know you, really want to treat you, invite you to things. Um, and yeah, and your body. You could also be a business owner. You could be also like, you look effortless too. You make everything that look really effortless, and that makes you really attractive. Okay. You're like effortlessly attractive. Okay, let's look into the oracles, and then we're gonna get down to pile 3 right now. What makes pile 2 attractive? Okay. Birthday cake. You guys could have like a really nice butt. You guys could have like a really nice body in general. Like, your body nude is very satisfying to look at. Or a lot of people try to, I don't know, imagine or wonder what you look like nude. um, Cut off king in reverse. A lot of people from your past who you've cut off or who have cut off you want you back. That's just something that, I don't know, makes you, I don't know if that makes you attractive, but like, I guess like you're so good at being a partner or in the bedroom, or so attractive or so nice and friendly and so nurturing, that a lot of people that like aren't in your life anymore really want to be back in your life, and a lot of people see that, and that makes you really attractive. That's kind of like, you know, like if your ex, you know, still wants you and is going crazy over you, of course all the other guys or all the other girls are gonna be like, oh, I wonder why their ex is going so crazy about them. Maybe they got like really good they got really good, you know what, or or something. They must be really good at, you know, at something that makes these people go crazy and come back, or something like that. Like, that could be something that makes a lot of people wonder about you, be attracted to you. Like, there could be a lot of actual like gossip about how you are good in the bedroom, possibly for some of you. Um, like you could be skilled in some sort of way. Uh, there's something about how you guys make comebacks. You guys could do something. This says, "Surprise, bitch! I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me." And that's quoting that girl from American Horror Story. I think Coven. Uh, there's something about how you guys often like go on breaks from social media or like whatever it is you do, and you always come back looking way better. Like you guys have no problem taking a break to take care of your health or your mental health and rebuild yourself. And every time you rebuild yourself, you end up looking hotter, more beautiful. You guys are also could be the kinds that are really good at commitment, really good at being in relationships, or it could just be the relationship type or marriage type. And a lot of people see you as this. A lot of people see you as like a trustworthy, like not only nurturing, friendly, and like the whole world's friend. Basically, you're like the whole world's friend to people. Like that's what people see you as. But you're also like really sexy, but you're also like really trustworthy in that way. Like you don't just give your sexual energy to anybody. People see you as definitely like somebody who's very like loyal, very like committed. Like you're a very committed person, even though you are like everybody wants you in a way, or like you have so much ability to kind of be that way because you tend to attract a lot of platonic people to your life just with how friendly you are, nurturing. Like I said, you're very caring. But like you don't use that for bad. You just care about doing better, being healthy. And a lot of people from your past that have done you wrong definitely are like want to say sorry to you, because you guys look hot every time you go into a break, right? Like maybe some people in the past tried to slow you down from this, and I feel like every time you look really hot. And I feel like a lot of the people who put you down and make you go into that hermit mode of like rebuilding yourself, a lot of the times you will come back looking way better and not really needing someone like them anymore. And a lot of them will feel like saying sorry to you. Often you'll find people try to come back and apologize if you pick pile 2 because you guys look so sexy. You guys are also very like very wise. You give off the vibes that you give off really good advice. You give really good advice. You're a very wise teacher type of person. This says talk shit, get hit. Some of you guys could fight. Even though you're very friendly and sweet and everybody's your friend and stuff, and maybe some people might even find you to be really compassionate, you're the kind of person, though, that people don't want to mess with or talk about or talk to, like, in a bad way, because you could be the kind of person who actually speaks up and talks back. You could be definitely the type of person who could fight or wrestle or have a past in martial arts or military or something, and you're definitely like you're quiet and you're nice, like you're very reserved nice, but you definitely can fight or definitely stand your ground if someone disrespects you. Like you know how to like draw boundaries with people, I think. And I think that makes you really attractive. Like, you're a really good, nice balance of all of those things. Alright, so that was pile 2. And then we're going to get to pile 3 of what makes you attractive. Thank you guys for joining me right now. Whew. I forgot to do a sound cleanse, so let me just do that really quick before I get to pile 3. Sweet. And let me take a sip of measure. Okay. So this is for pile 3. This is for the people who picked The Pinup, A Modest History by Mark Gabor. This is kind of like a huge anthology book compilation of like really old pinup throughout the years, like pinup starting like basically from this. Oh, I'm sorry. Pretend you didn't see those boobs. That was awkward. But you know, they basically take like they got the archives of like, you know, nudes from like the early 1600s all the way to like now, basically. Um, there should have. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm sorry, it was the front page. It was the front page. I swear, I didn't expect that. um, yeah, there shouldn't be any comics in the readings, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay. So if you pick, this is like an archive of like all of the pinups in throughout history. It's really interesting. I got it more as like a reference book also. So off the bat, you could be somebody. Okay, if you picked pile 3, you could be somebody who has really good boobs. There could be something like physically attractive about your body, I'm not gonna lie, that makes people really want to look at you. It could be like in the chest area. You have like really nice shaped pecs or like really nice boobs. Or maybe like a really nice butt. Something about your body that is what brings people in. You make a this third pile 3 is very, very tempting. I heard you have a very temptation vibe to you. You guys could like work out, like you guys, you know how I said like one of the other piles looked like a porn star. You guys, if you pick pile 3, you guys are the porn star. You guys are the porn star body. You guys are a category of your own. Like you guys are the blueprint and inspiration for that category, whatever that is. Like you guys look very perfect. Definitely have a certain shape to you. It's kind of, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of like, I'm thinking of this scene from King of the Hill where this girl was wearing this shirt and she had like these boobs, and the shirt says, "My eyes are up here." And then the Hank looks at the girl and then she's like glaring at him, and I'm just like, I feel like you're like that. You guys have like a shirt on that probably says, "My eyes are up here." Like you're that person. you're very used to people being very distracted by your looks. You, I don't know. There's something about how like everywhere you go, I'm getting an annoyed vibe by you. Like you guys are just like, "Hello, can I get any service here?" And the guy's like, like at you for like 5 minutes, and you're like, "Hello, ding 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 ding, can I get some service here?" Like, what are you staring at? What are you staring at? Can I get some help here? And they're looking at like your body. They're like looking at your face. They're looking at like something about your body that makes people really like they just don't, there's no words. You make people speechless. Your looks make people speechless. You're like an angel. I heard you look like an angel to some people, to devilish people. You look like an angel to devilish people. Like guys who are players, like guys or girls who are players or like sleep around or something a lot, they would see someone like you as an angel. You're somebody, you have the looks to make somebody kind of like change their ways. Like there's something so unique and beautiful about you. Like you are the ultimate like goal. You're the ultimate body goal. You're the ultimate something goal. Looks goal, fashion goal. There's something about you that is goals to a lot of people. Like you are the perfect ultimate goal for a lot of people right now. And a lot of, I don't know, you're just like, I think you're just a really hot if you pick pile 3, you're a really hot person just trying to function in this regular society. That's what it looks like. It looks like you're just like this really beautiful, like impossibly gorgeous person hanging out in this humble place where like everybody's staring at you all the time, and you're just like, what are you guys looking at? Like, my eyes are up here. And they're all like just like they didn't know that someone this attractive lived in your town like that. Like people didn't know it was possible for someone as like Hollywood hot as you would exist around people like them. Like I don't know. I don't know what you guys are on. You guys can tell me like what you guys do. Because like oh my gosh, like people fantasize about you. People fight up over you, a fight about you and over you. Not just men want you, but women want you too. Even if you're not bi or queer, like both genders could be very attracted to you. Um, like you guys are very universally attractive, hot. Okay, give me more. You guys are just kind of like see, like she's waiting on the phone and she's just like waiting for people to catch up to her. Like you're always like the hottest person in the room. You're always like the I don't know, you make people feel like normal and then you're like the movie star or like you're like the celebrity that's like randomly there. I'm thinking of like Cadet Kelly right now. You know that movie with Hilary Duff from Disney where like Cadet Kelly would like, you know, she's like part of the military school and she would wear like the little bracelet and the little scarf and they would always be like, what are you wearing this? This is like, you know, this is military school, you're not, or military academy. You're not supposed to wear a scarf on your uniform. But she does it cuz you know, she just kind of like stands out and she like wants to be fashionable and cute and it brings her comfort. You're kind of like that. Like you have a little flair to you everywhere you go, even if it's like a serious situation. You could be the kind of person where like your outfits just look really good. Maybe you wear things that are very accentuate like certain things on your body. Like maybe you wear like a lot of shirts that like show your cleavage or like really form fit you because you know it's very good. You also give off a very romantic vibe. A lot of people want to marry you. Like I said, you make a lot of players want to change their ways because, you know, you make people really see you as a one of a kind and somebody who needs to be married or needs to be locked down. You are definitely somebody with huge boundaries. I think that's something that also makes you attractive is that you have really strong boundaries because you know what you're protecting. Like I said, you're very physically attractive or very not. I mean, you don't have to be conventionally attractive, but like generally, everybody across the board, or at least a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people across the board can agree that you are handsome or beautiful. So maybe you're very used to having to say no to a lot of people. You're very used to attracting a lot of energies you don't want in your space, and you're somebody who's very like you definitely had to learn how to say no in the past because a lot of people definitely really want to be part of your energy. Um, you can have really nice hair too. You can have really nice hair, really nice legs, a really nice face. Honestly, you have a really beautiful face. You have like the face of a doll or like an action figure, I heard, or like a movie star. I don't know. You guys have like anime body. Oh my god, some of you guys have like an anime body. Like some of you guys have like that booty that's like under the hentai skirt look thing. Sorry, I just saw that. Like I just saw like someone's like hentai. So some of you guys have like an anime body or like a anime voice. Ah! Oh my god, that's so cringy. You know what I'm talking about? Like the anime voice. Like maybe you guys have like a really high voice. Like I'm sorry, I didn't. You know what I'm talking about? Like you guys can have like a very like distinct like high pitched voice that's like 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 I can't even do it right now. Like you have like a squeaky voice or something. Or you have if you're not like if you're a guy, you could have like a very like a low voice that's very calming but like very sensual. Um or you have like the, like I said, you have an anime body, or like something very like you're you don't, I think it's like, I think a lot of people find you cute. I think a lot of people could see that, like, you're not just like really sexually attractive or hot, but you're like you have a really nice body probably, or like something about your style is really hot, or something about you is really like attractive off the bat. But like from your appearance or your outside, but you also could be like really cute. There's something that's cutesy about this pile. Pile 3 is very cutesy-ish, or cute, like um not cutesy, but like you're very like soft. I think you're not afraid to like cry in front of people. You could be a water sign, or have water placements. Maybe even air sign. I don't know what air sign is like this, but I heard air. Like, you could be not afraid to cry in front of people if you need to. You're not afraid to really like show people that you're really happy, show people that you're really mad at them. Like, and people find it kind of cute. Like, people find it cute when you're mad. I think it's because you're just so pretty, and then, or like cute, and when people see you have like an emotion about something, or it's like you're so pretty and you're so beautiful with your tears, or like everything you do, that like people can't help but like find it like so cute or attractive, or like anything whenever you like act some sort of way. um You guys could be really shy also. So maybe you guys are really shy, or like sometimes you could come off as shy. Like, you could be like the cute, like quiet vibe, like maybe like you act kind of innocent. Maybe people think that you act really innocent, but like you're not. Like, maybe you could be like really freaky, or or like you give off the vibe that you're like innocent, but people know for a fact you can't be that innocent because like you look too good, or you look too like, I don't know. And you probably aren't. I'm probably outing you right now, or I'm probably like putting you on blast right now. You're probably hella freaky. For some of you guys, you're probably like low key freaky. I think, yeah, like you're very like cutesy. Maybe you're like also really spaced out. Like, maybe you guys probably daydream a lot. I think people find it cute that you also like daydream a lot. Like, maybe you guys just like space out and like look really cute and pretty when you space out, and then people like, I don't know, they watch you. People watch you space out because you're so attractive, and they think it's like you. They think it's cute when you're like confused, or when you like, I don't know, are figuring things out. Maybe you guys are petite. Maybe you guys have like a more petite body, or like I said, something about your voice is cute, kind of cute, and it makes people like want to take care of you, or like makes people want to take you in, or like really like go on a date with you. But you're so like sexy too. Like, you have a very irresistible body, or irresistible physical vibe about you. So it's like, it's kind of like you get what you want, I guess. Like, you give off the vibe that you can get what you want. You guys can have like really good arms too. You guys could go to the gym or work out. You definitely put your happiness first, though. You definitely put your personal space first. So, let me see. What makes these people attractive? What makes pile 3 attractive? Ooh, okay. Ooh. Um, I think that a lot of people definitely want to go out with you. I mean, my jungle collective is very attractive, so of course. You're very like, I think you're very sweet. I think people find you to be very sweet, and that's what makes you attractive. Like, you have like a shyer or quieter, like sweet vibe to you. I think that you're very good at making friends. You're very good at being there for people. You're very trustworthy, and that's what makes you attractive. A lot of people see you as a soulmate or as like somebody they can have a family with Ten of Cups. A lot of people like think they're in love with you, honestly. Or you could just be somebody who gives off the vibe of like somebody who's wifey material or husband material. Like you are a lot of people's wish fulfillment. You act like somebody that a lot of people wish for. You a lot of people have a hard time walking away from you too, because you always have a lot to offer. 8 of Cups here, 5 of Cups. And a lot of the people who aren't in your life right now, they're hella sad. Because you're just so, like, you look so perfect on your own here with 10 of Cups. A lot of people are waiting to be, like, your one. Because you are definitely giving marriage material vibes. You're definitely also, like, are really attractive in the way where you look like somebody that people want to take out on a trip or take on a vacation or go on a vacation with. Like, maybe you're, like, really fun. I don't know, maybe you're really good at... I just dropped my card. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so, like, a lot of people see you as somebody that is, like, really successful or could be successful in a relationship or marriage, like... But you're quiet and you're cute. Or you have, like, a cute voice. You're not very intimidating. You're, like, I think your looks are very intimidating. I think, like, people are just very scared of, like, how good-looking you are. It's really all that. But your personality is very... It's very nice. Like, I think you're a very sweet person. I think you're very sweet and you, like, really care about the ones that you love, that you let in. I don't think you have, like, a whole bunch of friends, but the people that you do let in, you're very loving to them and you're very loyal to them. Yeah. I think, like, a lot of people want to have something with you, like, where it be a friendship or a relationship. Makes you guys are also somebody who is not afraid to start over, I think, in your life. I think what makes you attractive is that, like, you are not boring. You tend to, like, change it up. You could be somebody who, like, has a different aesthetic every now and then. Like, you have different styles that you switch between. Like, or maybe, like, sometimes you could be, like, a cozy queen. Like, you be really cozy, wear sweats. And then sometimes you will, like, really like to dress it up, or you can. And both times you look really good. You kind of, like... You're not afraid to really just, like, have different looks, different styles, different jobs even. Like, you're a little bit unpredictable to some people sometimes. They don't really know what to expect from you, but it's kind of in a good way because you're not boring. And I think that's what attracts people to you most, is that you're not boring. You're not very predictable. It's very hard to copy you, too. It's very hard to copy you, I heard. Because you are so unique and individual that you have, like, that. And then you're also really naturally attractive. Okay, what makes pile 3 attractive? And then I gotta go, because I have to sleep earlier today. I hope that this reading is, like, still, I don't know, resonating with you guys, or... I don't know. I know I usually take, like, way longer to do these videos, but... I decided to do 3 piles today. So, let's see. Wow. A lot of people... So, you know when I said it's really hard to copy you, pile 3? It's really hard to pinpoint what thing you're gonna wear the next day or something, because, like, a lot of people want to emulate the looks you have for some reason. You have, like, a very individual look, but a lot of people copy you with copycat. Like, a lot of people want to copy you, but they can't. And I guess that makes you really attractive. Also, you're seen as somebody who could be a provider, or like I said, somebody who would make a really good mom or dad, and that's what makes you really attractive. Like, you seem very responsible. Like, you seem like if you're a woman, like, you're seen as an independent woman who can like get her own car, get her own house. You know what I mean? Um, you can provide your own shit for yourself. You're like an independent person, and that's attractive. You don't need a man or woman to be like hot or happy or content. I think people see you as somebody who might have like a little bit of an anxiety. Like, maybe you guys are, like I said, really shy, or like you have like a little bit of social anxiety. So a lot of people might confuse like how you really are as a person for some of you. So a lot of them don't really know how you are as a person. They just see your exterior. This third pile is really misjudged for their looks, I think. Like, I think a lot of people like find you really attractive. Like, a lot of people really look at your looks, but not a lot of people, like barely any people, if like know what's going on inside your head, or really know what you're really thinking about. Like, not a lot of people really know what's going on with you. Possibly because you just don't really share your energy like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys have a lot of fans. I'm an otaku. You could have like a lot of people who are obsessed with you or really want you, and this can make you attractive. A lot of people want to put their claim on you or their name on you. Like, a lot of people want to snatch you for themselves, I heard. A lot of people stalk you heavily on the internet, on social media, everything you post. Your photos look so perfect, or your content looks so perfect every time, that you actually do have fans that are waiting to, like, I don't know, date you or be around you or stan you, and then you have people that are copying you or trying to copy you, and they can't. Um, you actually make people cry on their phone. With tears on the phone, people actually cry on their phone over you. They cry over the fact that they can't have you, over the fact that they can't copy you, because you're like really that good looking, which is weird. Also, you guys have a really maybe you guys could be some of you guys could be spiritual, or you could have like a strong faith, and maybe that's what makes you attractive. Maybe you guys do like affirmations or something, or you you just have like a really strong moral compass, and people don't expect that from you, because you know you have like such a beautiful uh physical appearance, or a beautiful physical aura about you, that people don't even expect you to be somebody who is believes in stuff like that, or believes in spirituality or anything like that. A lot of people are surprised by that, but when they figure that out, it makes them a little bit more trustworthy of you, and it makes them realize like, oh, you're just quiet, and like when people, I think a lot of people, when they see your spirituality, they kind of like connect the dots and like see you less of an object, and it makes them even more attracted to you, or it makes them fall for you, because not only are you like really impossibly like hot, or like a porn star basically, but when people get to know you or talk to you, you're also kind of like somebody who cares about others, or cares about karma, or cares about just being healthier. Like, you're seen as somebody who's healthy, and that makes you a little bit more trustworthy, and then it makes people comfortable with you, and it makes people even more attracted to you. I think people are already attracted to you. People already find you to be physically like a looker, but I think when people really get to know you, or even hear a little bit about you, then they really like, wow, like this person's already 100% hot. Like, you already have the A plus in the looks department, or attractiveness in that way. But when people get to know what's in your brain, it's like A plus 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 plus. You know what I mean? Like, you're just so perfect, and people know, you know, that. I think not a lot of people really know about you, or know who you really are, because maybe you're somebody who doesn't really post to the internet a lot, or you don't really post everything about your life, or you don't talk to everyone about your life like that. So people often mistake you for somebody who's like, I don't know, perfect, or got it going on, but like, you're just like really quiet, and you're just, I don't know, I think you just really take care of yourself. You're really healthy. You're just really healthy. I think a lot of people at your jobs often like have crushes on you sometimes, or people from like your old jobs like still follow you, because they like, you're really attractive, or maybe you guys could have had a glow up, and that's why this is saying like people Yeah, people from environments that you've left actually stalk you to this day and find you attractive now. And that's why you have a lot of fans. Like maybe you guys had a glow up, or you guys do something on the internet, make content on the internet with your looks, and a lot of stalkers from like places you've been or just in general. You have like a lot of fans or something, and that could be really attractive about you. Like everybody wants to know what the whole fuss is about. Like why is everyone this person's fan? And then people see how beautiful you are, and they're like, oh. And then when people see how like spiritual you are, how like you are very respectful to others and very like open with your heart, then people are like, oh wow, like okay, that's why you're the shit. Okay. And then people are just like attracted to you, and then it's like a never ending chain of people that are just attracted to you. um this group, definitely people talk about you. For pile 3, definitely people talk about how attractive you are. People definitely talk to each other about how you look really good, and a lot of people are interested in you. A lot of people gossip about you, just because you're somebody who's a little bit on the quiet side, and you know you kind of like could be nerdy, or you could be like into like more quiet, different stuff. You know that wouldn't be. I don't know. It's not like the basic stuff, but I guess that's gonna be pile 3. Uh, I know that was pretty short. We're like 100 minutes, but that was just like my quick little pick a pile on what makes you attractive. Uh, if any of that resonated with you, or if you liked how I read that, feel free to like this or send me a little comment about it if you'd like. If you'd like me to make more pick a pile videos like this, let me know in the comments. Or if you have any ideas for pick a piles, also feel free to let me know. I always like to hear you guys' ideas, and I'm kind of trying to figure out more ideas for these. But I think I'll be back tomorrow with a collective reading as usual, probably. If not, I'll let you know otherwise. Oh, thank you, Day. But thank you so much to everybody for joining me and always being here. I honestly feel so blessed that I have the Jungle Collective, and that I could share, you know, whatever information I find with you guys. I find it really fun to connect with you. And so, yeah, feel free to book a personal reading if you really feel called to. You can check that out in my channel description. And if you found any of this funny or whatever, I don't know, feel free to share it with your friends. I don't really care. But anyways, I'm about to head out, but thank you so much for being here.